Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? It's John here. A little tired today, but I had something important that was on my mind that I wanted to share with you. So, what people want in life is not happiness, okay? Everyone talks about, oh, well, you should do what makes you happy. Once you do what makes you happy, then, other things like money and stuff don't really matter. And I think that is wrong to say that happiness is what you want. I don't think happiness is what you want at all. I think what you really want is survival, okay? So first of all, you want survival of yourself, okay? Then you want survival of your immediate family. Then you want survival of your group, right? Maybe your town, something you're doing with your city. Maybe it's something to do with your state. Maybe it's something to do with your company or the company you work for. That's the group. And then last but not least is survival of mankind. You want to do whatever you can to prolong the survival of mankind as a species. You want to do whatever you can to prolong your survival of yourself, your family, your group, and then through all of that, you can achieve survival of mankind, right? So, I think that it's not that you're not doing what's not making you happy. It's that you have yet to find what it is that is going to give you that feeling of survival, that feeling of accomplishment is really going to come once you find what it is that you do day in and day out to achieve survival of the self, the family, the group, and mankind, right? So stop looking for happiness. Happiness is just one little emotion. It's just a byproduct of survival, right? It's just your body's way of saying, okay, I like this. This is good. Keep doing this, right? Why do you think sex feels so good? It's so that way we survive, right? Sex doesn't make you happy. It's just survival. And then because of that, your body is designed to feel happy, have these certain chemicals going on in your brain, right? So shift from the mindset of finding what makes you happy and instead start asking the question, what am I going to do every day that is contributing to the survival of myself, survival of the family, the group, and mankind, last but not least, right? And then you have down the road these very successful people. Eventually, some of them, if they're truly successful, once they achieve the self, the family, the group, next they try to do things where they're achieving survival of mankind, right? And this is where you get into like these billionaires who are doing like all this charity work, or they have these organizations that they create that are going to go help other people, right? Help people that are really far down, help people that are in the middle, get to the top, whatever. They're helping. They're contributing to the survival of mankind. That is what they're doing. They're not out here sitting on the beach wanting to be happy because I'm sitting on the beach. No, that's not going to make you happy. It's actually make you depressed. So stop going after this happiness bullcrap. It's bullcrap. What you really want is survival, okay? So, like, way back in the day, it used to be very easy, right? Everyone was doing the same thing for survival, right? Everyone was just, you're either picking the berries or you were helping to shoot the deer, or you were like, you were doing one of those two things or something that involved those things, right? Maybe you were creating the knives or whatever that were going to use to spear the animals, whatever. You were contributing to your group, to mankind, to your family, to yourself, right? These were all things that you were doing to contribute. And, you weren't happy. I mean, I'm sure at times when you ate the grape or the blueberry and it tasted really good and you have that feeling of those rush of endorphins and you're feeling happy, or like when you jump in the river and you feel all the dirt going off your body and you're getting clean, that feels good. That makes you happy. You're playing around in the water, whatever, right? These things make you happy, but why are they making you happy? Because your body is designed so that way the things that make you happy should be involved with the things that are contributing to your survival and the survival of the species and the group and the family, right? So it's a lot harder this day and age to find out what is going to make you happy, right? Or not happy, but what are you going to do to contribute to survival, right? It's not so simple as pick the berries and shoot the deer, right? It's much more complicated now, right? Maybe you're contributing by laying down electrical work in cities, right? Maybe you're contributing by working at some company that is building something that is going to help society, help people. Maybe you work at the grocery store and you are contributing to survival of mankind by making sure that the bananas are out in the right order and that all the dirty bananas are thrown out, right? And that there's no bugs in the fruits, right? Maybe that is what you're doing, right? And you can evolve. You don't have to do the same thing for your whole life, right? So maybe one day I'm contributing by working at the grocery store, and then I'm studying a trade, and then, maybe down the road I start working on electrical, like wirings for the city and things like that, and I'm contributing that way. And then maybe after that, I think of like this other company I can start, or this idea that I have, and I research it and I learn more, and maybe I want to go experiment and try to start this business that is going to contribute to survival again in another way, a better way, right? And a lot of contributing to survival is saving people's time. That's really what it comes down to. Every business is in the same business. They are in the business of time, right? Every single business in the world, the root thing that they sell, their product, their service, is time. The question is, how are they doing it? How are they selling time, right? You see, the grocery store sells us time because I don't have to go plant my bananas. I don't have to worry about that. I can just go pay the store, and I'm paying them for time. I'm not paying them for the fruit. I'm paying them for the time. I'm saying thank you so much for working so hard and coming up with a system where one person is fully dedicated to making the bananas and the fruits and whatever. And then someone else, is dedicated fully to making shoes, like Nike. Nike is selling time. So that way everyone's not sewing their own shoes. Instead, I have the luxury to go to the store and purchase these shoes. I'm buying time from Nike, right? When I buy a car, when I have this Ford, I have a Ford so that way I can save time, so I don't have to walk to work, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't have to walk wherever I need to go to meet people and things like that, right? Your phone. Why do you have your phone? Every single thing is to save time, right? Everything, right? So why do I go to the gym and have a gym membership? Not because I want to use weights and work out, because I don't have the time to go out and get my own equipment and set up my own gym, right? It's efficient to have a certain area where a business says, you know what, we're going to help people by charging them a minimal fee, and then they get to use this service, right? Instead of having to go out and make their whole own gym just to work out, right? Instead of having to spend my whole day sewing up shoes so I can wear shoes on my feet, right? I don't have to sew my clothes and waste time doing that. Instead, I can just buy a shirt, right? I'm buying time. People are selling time. We're all in the same business. The question is, how are we doing it, right? And that all comes back to survival, right? Because time is just survival. It's all connected. So that was the rant of the day. I had to talk about that. If you get anything out of this talk, it's that you don't want happiness. That's not really what you want. The true thing that you want is survival. The problem you have is you don't know what outlet you're going to use to contribute to the survival, right? So if you don't know what to do, I would say start with the self. So focus on survival of the self. What can you do for yourself that is going to contribute to your survival of yourself, right? So like exercising, eating healthy, reading, nurturing your brain, right? Like these are things that are going to contribute to the survival of the self, okay? And then go and look at the family. Go see what you can do for survival of the family, okay? And then go see what you can do for the group, right? And the group is like the business. The group might be the town, the organization you're a part of, whatever it is you do, that whatever you do, like daily, day in, day out, whatever your picking berries is, that's what you're doing. All right. Thank you guys for listening. It was a great rant. Love you. Peace. Stay healthy. Stay wealthy. Stay loving.